Hey everyone, welcome to this week's transformation reading, where I've been taking a card from a deck that I'm working on with the creator. And this particular stack, there's 7 stacks. This one has to do with our emotional fire, which has cards that represent the uncomfortable emotions we go through. And then the creator provides a way that we can transform those uncomfortable emotions that are kind of rooted in a fear into unconditional love, peace, joy, and laughter. So we'll see which card will be this week. And of course, as we've been doing these throughout the weeks, I've just been leaving the cards out that we've already covered so we don't repeat. So we'll see what the creator wants us to know this week about what emotion you'd like us to look into learning about how to transform. So let's see here. Creator for this week, what would you like us to focus on? Okay, so this will be the one for this week, and we've got Shyness. So number 32, and this definitely is like a turtle that pulls into its shell to protect itself. And of course, the reason we do that in life, people don't believe that I used to be so shy that I would not walk into a crowded room alone. Like, I'd wait for my friends to show up. Like a restaurant, I'd wait outside and go in with them. I wouldn't want to enter there myself. Or if there was a crowded room full of people, I would not go in by myself. And so now, of course, I've overcome that, where I feel more comfortable doing that, but that's the kind of shyness that happens. And the root of our shyness is either we've been punished for expressing ourselves, when we felt safe to do so, and then we got whacked upside the head, or our hand slapped or face slapped and told no, don't do that, and got rejected. So we pull within and learned, don't express yourself, because that ends up being rejected, and people don't like it when you express yourself. So that is, one of the huge causes. Or we've seen other people that have expressed themselves have those things happen to them, and we're like, "Ooh, I'm not going to let that happen to me. I'm going to learn from, their quote mistake and their situation rather than doing it myself." So you bottle things up, you push things in, you don't express yourself, you go along with what everyone else wants, and you don't stand up for what you want inside. But what the creator gives us is the be big, be bold, be brave. That's how we transform out of our shyness into a place of peace and unconditional love, and joy and laughter. Because when we're in our shell, we don't allow ourselves to express our emotions, and that's definitely not a place of peace. It's definitely not a place of joy and laughter. Sometimes we'll laugh along with other people because we don't want to stand out, but it's not true joy and true laughter. And not feeling loved, we feel ourselves under so much pressure to be certain people that that's where we don't feel love and acceptance. We just are trying to slowly move along without causing a lot of ruckus and not get attention, because we've learned if you have this shyness, we've learned that when you attract attention, it's not good attention, it's bad attention. Or if you did get good attention, it ended up backfiring and hurting you. Like, one of the things for me, math used to come very easily to me. Well, it still does, but when I was in school, it came very easy for me. And when I went from middle school to junior high, they actually skipped me a grade, and so I was the only freshman, in the juniors class. And that brought me a lot of unwanted attention because there was different individuals within that class that didn't appreciate that I was in their class, and they began to bully me and throw me up against lockers, spit on me, threatened to throw me in the cafeteria dumpster out back, full of all that, wasted food and stuff. And so you learn not to try to stand out or to downplay your accomplishments and everything too. But when you learn to become bold and big and brave, to become big, for my life, the biggest thing that helped was realizing that I was more than this human being, more than this character that's going through, this entire life and everything, that it's simply a character. But there's more, so much more to us than that human character. It's a small, small, small piece of this big us. The actor behind these characters, we're this strong, powerful, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. We are a piece of the Creator. We, are endless and limitless and powerful, and that's so much opposite than what we play here. And it's on purpose that we play a small part here, this little human being, because we want to experience who we are by experiencing what we're not. So unlimited, we become limited. Powerful, we experience what it might feel like to be powerless. Peace and chaos, joy and sadness, so it's all these experiences of opposites that we come here to experience. So when we connect to the big us, the big, strong, bold us, we can be brave when we realize that no matter what happens outside of the shell, most of that stuff is out of our control, but the one thing, the most powerful thing for us is that we get to determine what those things outside of our shell mean about us, about others, about the world. We are the ones who decide that. In our brain, we have decided what that thing means, that situation means, that circumstance means. When that person does that, this is what it means, So like when that person praises me, it means, that means I'm good and I'm acceptable and lovable, until the next moment when we do something that's not pleasing to them and we're like bad, and then we feel rejected and it's unstable. We never know how this person's emotions and attitude are going to be about us in any moment. So we feel unstable, right? Because we're allowing them to tell us their opinion, and we are taking their opinion on as our truth of what a situation means or what I mean or whatever. But if we question those things, all those things we've been told all our lives that we've just adapted into our little shell laws. This is what the laws mean within my shell, because everyone told me this is what it's supposed to mean. And you're like, what? My shell, my rules, I get to decide. And no matter what anyone on the outside says, I get to decide for myself. We never have to do anything we don't want to do, right? But we'll deal with the cause and effect of what we do. So if we're like, I decide that murder is okay, and you go murder someone, well, chances are you're going to get caught and you're going to be either put to death yourself or put away out of society. And that's the cause and effect. But, on something more real that impacts us every day is when that person, quote, betrays me, that means something about me. It's like, no, it doesn't have to mean something about me. I can look at, okay, they didn't live up to our agreement, and there's something inside of them that they're working on, that they're fearing that they weren't able to maintain this agreement between us. And that's not about me. That's about what's going on inside them. And when we are able to, realize all of that, the shell becomes a wonderful temple to retreat into when we're tired and we're ready for some rest and some peace and quiet. But we make a lot of more movement because we start realizing I can be outside my shell, and any attention I get, any actions that, come toward me don't mean anything unless I allow it to mean something. And I'm the one that puts the story to it. I'm the one that defines it. I'm the one that controls that within me. Everyone else can have their own opinion what it means in their life, and that's totally fine, right? But my shell, my stories, my roles. All right, lovely, lovely people. Just know as you go throughout this week that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, every second of every day. And I love you too. We'll talk to you soon. You take care.